Good afternoon, everyone. In today's video, we're looking at a multi-day severe weather outbreak happening Monday through Wednesday throughout the South. We are looking at the Day 3 outlook from the Storm Prediction Center. They have issued an enhanced risk for severe weather for Monday across Texas and Louisiana. We also have a slight risk, which is a level 2 out of 5 on the severe weather scale. That's where you could also see some very widespread severe weather on Monday. That orange enhanced is going to be a level 3 out of 5 on the severe weather scale. So you're really getting up there on the severe weather scale, which means you're going to have more and more significant severe weather the more the scale goes. And we may even have a moderate risk for severe weather tomorrow in eastern Texas. And that's the second that's just below the highest risk. So you really need to have to pay attention to this severe weather outbreak, as it could be extremely dangerous to people in eastern Texas and western Louisiana. I mean, we're talking tornadoes, we're talking severe winds, we're talking very large hail. So all severe hazards are pretty much possible within this severe weather outbreak. This is also going to be panning over portions of Mississippi and Alabama, even into Georgia and Florida. So this is a large scale type of severe weather outbreak that's going to be happening early next week. We do have the probabilistic outlook out now, and we already have a 30% significant chance for all hazards, and this is quite rare to see, especially on day 3. This means we're pretty much going to see very significant thunderstorms over eastern Texas and western Louisiana. Again, this is going to be on Monday, so all severe hazards are going to be possible, including a tornado outbreak possible for Monday and Tuesday. Speaking of Tuesday, let's look at Tuesday's severe thunderstorm outlook. We do have a 30% chance for significant severe weather across portions of Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama. Again, it's quite rare even to see this 30% chance on day 4, and we saw it on day 6 when it was for Monday. So it's a pretty crazy event is going to unfold Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Even Wednesday is going to have some sort of severe weather across more of the southeast. So stay tuned for more details on that. But mainly we're going to be focused on Monday and Tuesday in today's video. I will have a second video out tonight discussing even more updates on this upcoming severe weather outbreak. So stay tuned for that. Now here's Wednesday's outlook. We have a 15% chance for severe weather across portions of yet again Florida, Alabama, Georgia, and South Carolina. And when I meant multi-day severe weather outbreak, I do really mean it. I might be even doing 3 different live streams for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. That this is going to be such a significant possible tornado outbreaks across the South. They're getting a little piece of pie from the HRRR model, and again, this is just a sliver of the piece of pie. Later today, we're going to have much more data coming in from the HRRR model. This is our most high-resolution model that's going to be coming in throughout the day. And again, later tonight, I'll have much more details, a lot more detailed forecasts for Monday. And then tomorrow, we'll be having a much more detailed forecast for both Monday and Tuesday. So tomorrow's video is going to be very detailed. It's going to be maybe even 15 minutes long, just breaking down all of the possibilities for Monday and Tuesday. We're looking at the future radar for the HRRR model, and the farthest we can go is 12 p.m. of Monday. And as you can see, by 12 p.m. of Monday, there's already so many cells that are popping up here in Texas. Pretty much the whole eastern half of Texas is going to be seeing some sort of cell, likely a supercell popping up here in the early afternoon hours of Monday. And this is also going to be going into the overnight hours, so this could even run into a 24-hour stream, just tracking all of these storms from Monday and Tuesday. So I'm already hinting out this could be a possibly significant tornado outbreak if all of these ingredients come into place correctly. Again, this is the farthest I can go right now, but later tonight I'll have much more hours from the HRRR model on Monday. So stay tuned for later tonight. I'll have that upload out. Let's look at the NAM model for now before later tonight, and this is probably the craziest tornado parameters I've seen so far this year. Again, just so far this year, we could even see more crazier parameters throughout the year. So again, I've seen crazier parameters last year, so I'm not calling it out of my whole career here, but this is probably the craziest parameters I've seen this year so far. And as you can see, we're looking at the significant tornado parameters. As you can see, we're seeing upwards of a 9.7 on the STP, which is extremely significant. That we're going to have a massive tornado risk on Monday. This is again for southeastern Texas and northeastern Texas are going to have the most biggest tornado threats, and this is actually at 12 a.m. So biggest tornado threat is going to be at 12 a.m. on Tuesday throughout southeastern Texas here. I'm looking at a sounding beside me here. Overall, not a ton of shear at this time right here. At the surface at 1 kilometers, as you can see, we're seeing 32 knots of shear with over almost 2,500 cape values, which is again thunderstorm energy. When those types of shear values and those types of energy values, that mixes well, and that creates a massive tornado threat throughout the south here. It doesn't need a lot of shear as long as it needs, as long as it has a lot of cape. And you can see this blue line on the top left corner here with this spacing. This is meaning this is pretty much the cape values, and with this spacing, you can see there's definitely a massive amount of cape values, a lot of energy that's going to be within the atmosphere on Monday night. I am expecting definitely multiple tornadoes, maybe even a significant tornado or two for Monday and Tuesday. So if you live in these areas that will have that big tornado chance, make sure you do have a way to get tornado warnings, severe thunderstorm warnings even. They're going to be extremely dangerous storms. Make sure you do have those tornado plans in place, a safe place kit, just to keep all of you guys safe in this region, because this is going to be quite the significant tornado outbreak that's going to be possible here in the south for Monday and Tuesday. Overall, this significant tornado parameter definitely weakens overnight, but there's still a big tornado threat at 6 a.m. on Tuesday. Let's move forward even more, and this is going to be 9 a.m. A big tornado threat once again in western Louisiana, extreme southeastern Texas. Also, portions of pretty much the entire state of Louisiana is going to have a tornado threat for the morning hours of Tuesday, which means this is going to be 6 a.m. So not a ton of people are awake at 6 a.m. But make sure you are awake for these tornado warnings. You're going to have to probably wake up at 5 a.m. as these storms are beginning to approach that area, just to make sure you are not in the path of those tornado warnings. If you guaranteed in western Louisiana, you're probably going to be in a tornado warning in the morning hours of Tuesday. So make sure you have those tornado plans in place, tornado safe place kit, all of that stuff. Make sure you have helmets, shoes, and stuff on in your shelter. Make sure you just stay safe from these storms, because they're going to be extremely dangerous, and this might even be a line of storms, which means these tornadoes are going to have a lot of energy to run off of, so maybe even a few significant tornadoes. They're going to also be very quickly developing if it's a line of storms. So again, if you're in Louisiana, take this seriously. This is quite the serious situation that's going to be ongoing on the morning hours of Tuesday, and this is going to be existing here into central Louisiana in the early afternoon hours of Tuesday, into even Mississippi, where in the evening hours, the southern Mississippi is going to have a decent tornado threat as well. New Orleans, again, a decent tornado threat as well for Tuesday, but it's going to be very close to each other. So not quite Mississippi is going to have Mississippi's not going to have quite the big tornado threat, but you're still going to have a big tornado threat in southern Mississippi specifically. Let's look at how much moisture is being lifted in the atmosphere. For tornadoes, you're going to have to reach up 65 degrees plus of course, Fahrenheit here we're talking. So as you can see, we're definitely seeing near 65 or over 65, even reaching into more 70 down here, more southern Texas. There's definitely going to be a lot of moisture, enough moisture to keep those storms really rolling for a long time. Also going to really fuel those tornadoes for Monday and Tuesday. As you can see, you're even reaching into more of 71 Fahrenheit for those dew points. Again, moisture within the atmosphere right at the surface where those storms are developing. So they're going to have a lot of moisture here, especially in southern Indiana, southern central Indiana. Louisiana, I think is going to have that maximum tornado potential for Tuesday. Also for Texas, over here in more of northeastern Texas near the Dallas area, or just southeast of the Dallas area, I think is going to have a very big tornado threat for Monday, especially in the overnight hours, in both the afternoon hours as well. You're going to have a big tornado threat here in eastern Texas. So again, have those tornado plans in place. Have those, make sure you do have a tornado safe place. If you're in a mobile home, make sure to find some other sturdy shelter that's very near you. So again, please do stay safe on these storms. I will have live coverage for these storms. So make sure you do subscribe with notifications. You won't miss that live stream going live on Monday and Tuesday. So make sure, again, notifications, the notification bell right next to the subscribe button. You won't miss a single upload or live stream on this channel. Again, a new video update is coming tonight for much more details and much more detailed forecasts for Monday, and then tomorrow's video will have much more detailed forecast for Tuesday. Share this with any friends or family that may live in the path of these, or if you're in the path, share this with any friends or family that may be close to you. Give this vital information for this possible significant tornado outbreak possible for throughout Monday and Tuesday. But as always, stay safe.